a lot of people are shocked when I tell them this.
You are very noticeable to run into on campus.
Yes. So one morning I woke up, I literally looked at my friend's Snapchat story, and it was a picture of me on literally a chess peg, like a little chessboard. And it became like a running joke that I would like hit people with my scooter, and I didn't, okay?
Oh
I promise.
my gosh.
I didn't hit anyone with my scooter, I promise that. Yes.
You make how much money?
You're about to be very astonished. I don't talk about this at all on social media.
I was like, wait a second. Oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
no way. TikTok has allowed everyday individual people to go viral and even become famous overnight. What may have started as a random video post can turn into a full-time job and help sustain someone financially. I think it's safe to say that many of these users might have woken up the next day saying, "What? I'm famous?" My name is Ayla Yebba. I'm the host of What? I'm Famous, and I'm here with Crishawn Willingham, a freshman at the University of South Florida studying finance. Crishawn has almost 300,000 followers on TikTok. You can find him on a variety of other social media platforms as well, and his followers and engagement is just continuing to grow. So Crishawn, for those who may not know, which I find that hard to believe, because at this point you probably get recognized on campus a lot at this point, right?
I do.
What is that like? People just randomly coming up to you and like they want a picture or something?
Yes. So usually when people come up, like the first see me and their initial reaction is just shocked. They're like shocked. I can see it. I can tell. And I'm like already like bracing myself. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to meet this person. This is so exciting. So they'll come up. They're like, hey, are you Crishawn? And I'm like, yes, I'm Crishawn. It's so nice to meet you. You know, I always want to give like that kindness and hospitality. They're like, hey, is it okay if we get a photo? And I say yes, and then we take the photo and everything's all good.
It feels almost like, or that sounds a lot like having celebrity status at this point. Has anyone asked you for an autograph yet or no?
I actually have been asked for an autograph once, and it was on Halloween. I was headed to my friend's apartment, and these girls, they have a pen. They're like, can I get an autograph? Their shirt is like completely covered in autographs. They have like their little Sharpie. I'm like, yes, of course. I like autographed them. I autographed one of the girls' arms. It was insane.
I may have to like get you to sign something before you leave then, just to make sure that may be worth money someday. I don't know.
Why not? It always goes up in value.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, some of the things you like to do at USF or some things you're involved in. What are some hobbies that you have? And you came from out of state because you're a freshman this year and you started summer semester. So tell us a little bit about that.
So I started in the summer semester. I knew that I wanted to go ahead and move to Florida. I'm from Alabama originally. Loved it there. Full ride to University of Alabama. Toured. Didn't love it. Honestly,
really?
Not my favorite in the world. When I toured here at USF, though, I absolutely fell in love. Like, there was something placed in my heart that told me I need to go here. There's something for me. And I came off a lamb, you know, applied in December, got accepted, and I was so happy. But, you know, being from like the little suburb in Alabama, there wasn't much room for kind of like personality, if I'm going to be quite honest. So like as I was growing up, I've always been a very loud, kind of outspoken person. I've always like done my own thing. And then 8th grade came around. I was doing theater and stuff like that. COVID had just kind of like wrapped up a little bit, 9th grade, you know. But then junior year, I was like, all right, I want to start TikTok. I want to start posting on TikTok. And in that summer, I wasn't consistent or anything, but the September of last year, that's when I started kind of being consistent. It was homecoming time. I wanted to kind of document that stuff. Did that, went viral. Like literally, as you said, overnight went viral, and it was insane. And I was just like, let's be consistent. Let's keep going. Let's keep doing, you know, kind of my get ready with me. So let's just keep showing my life. And I kept showing up every single day and being consistent. And here I am a year later.
Wow. So do you remember what the video was that you posted? Like,
it was a little homecoming transition. I don't remember, because I had made like a couple. I don't remember like the initial music or anything like that, but I had made a couple and they were just going viral. Like I'm talking like literally within like a day, 1 million views.
It's one of the ones you have pinned, right? I think I've seen that one.
That one was my prom one from this year.
Oh, okay, okay. So it's a different one.
Yes. So like people, I guess I kind of got my like first claim to fame as like homecoming prom king, because I won homecoming king. That was another thing that was really cool, and I was kind of just like documenting all the stuff of high school. So that was like my first viral moment there.
So what was going through your head when you saw that? Was it like, how immediate was the viral like takeoff? Like, was it within the hour? Was it you went to bed and then woke up the next morning? Like,
yes, it was literally went to bed, woke up the next morning, and I had hundreds of thousands of views, like thousands of comments. And then this is like, in a way, it is what I had wanted, but I didn't expect it from like those videos. So I was like really just astonished and like surprised, like to say the least.
So you basically said, what? I'm famous?
Quite literally, I said, what? I'm famous.
Okay, so for someone who may not know like much about your content or what it is you post, like what is it you typically do then that you're known for with social media?
I'm known for more so my personality, my outgoingness, you know, that energy, that very loud, kind of outspoken, as I was saying. And I'm more so a lifestyle content creator. So everything from getting ready, my outfits, how I live my day-to-day life, my workouts, literally everything that you do in your daily life, I film, I record, and I monetize it.
Okay. So then why is it you think people mostly are like drawn to you and your content? Because I mean, anybody can make like get ready with me videos, you know, I mean, like anybody literally. So what is it you think about your content like makes you different and like makes you stand out?
Yeah, anyone can do it. And that's what I always say. But it's all about putting yourself into it, building your personal brand, being a personality. It's really about being a personality. You see, you know, kind of like Khloe Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, they're like internet personalities or TV personalities. It's all about doing something in the way that you want to do it and, you know, being outspoken, saying what people won't say, kind of just like challenging thoughts and ideas and being different in the way that only you can, you know, just being yourself genuinely.
So you've said so you have posted consistently since last September. So what does your typical filming schedule look like? If you're posting like multiple videos every day, like how many times does it take to film things? How many hours would you say are spent editing and to post all that? What does that look like?
So it's really cool because when I was younger, I was playing around with YouTube. You know, when I was growing up, YouTube was on the rise. I literally was posting videos at like the age of like 10 and 11 when I used to play football highlights in the back of my backyard. And, you know, I was editing on iMovie. So for me, I've learned how to do all that from a very young age, and it stayed the same. iMovie stayed the same. For me to edit a video, it takes about 20 minutes. To film a video, if I'm sitting down and doing a get ready with me, about 20 minutes too. So 40 minutes in total for a get ready with me. But for my day-to-day lifestyle, my vlogs, you know, spend the day with me as a college freshman, I'm filming, you know, all around the clock. You know, it's an easy, quick 2 seconds up and, you know, it's down from there. So pretty much like 2 seconds, like every hour, kind of just saying, updating and like keeping everything up like that. But to edit a video, like that's my day in the life. Honestly, since everything is so quick, abrupt and short cuts, I would say 20 minutes as well. So filming all day.
And I'm sure it gets a lot quicker as you do it more often. I mean, you have like your same setup that you typically do. Wow.
I'm in that flow state.
Exactly. So do you ever get the feeling that you're like tired of it sometimes? Or are you like, oh, I don't really feel like filming a video today. Like I'm just not into it. Like, what is that like?
It's really cool because I basically just film everything. And I know I said like the quick 2 seconds, but even whenever like I don't want to make a video, I won't even talk in the video. You know, I feel like this is something that I signed up for. I want to stay consistent and post every single day because, you know, that's where that success comes from. So for me, it's just like constant recording. If I'm just doing my skincare and something like that, I'll have a video for that day if I don't want to film that day. Okay. But I love whenever I do make my like get ready with me is talking, but the days that I don't want to, then, you know, I can just like film it and not talk instead.
Interesting.
Just to make sure I have something every single day.
Now, this is one of the things that I'm most excited to talk to you about. And we talked about it a little bit off camera before, but I want to say that I greatly admire how you've been able to deal with hate comments, if you can call it that, or, you know, people making memes or jokes. And you told me about how on this platform, Yik Yak, which is an anonymous platform that students can like post stuff on, you found that people are making memes about you.
Yes.
What is that like? What is it like dealing with, you know, jokes, memes? Like you wake up, you open your phone, you're looking at this app and it's just scrolling pictures of your face.
My face
like
everywhere on everything.
And for people who haven't seen it, what are people making? What is this?
So one morning I woke up, I literally looked at my friend's Snapchat story and it was a picture of me on literally a chess peg. Like a little chessboard. And I was like,
oh yeah, the Crishawn one. I love that one. I think that one's my favorite actually.
Like I saw me on a little pond and I was like, what is this? And I had deleted Yik Yak because from the second I had gotten here from the summer semester, people were posting me literally just riding around on my scooter. And it became like a running joke that I would like hit people with my scooter, and I didn't, okay?
Oh my gosh.
I didn't hit anyone with my scooter, I promise that. But it became a running joke, and then ever since then, Yik Yak has been my best friend, but also like not. There was like the whole University of Florida jersey moment when I was wearing a University of Florida jersey.
Oh, I did see that. How could you do that?
I know. Okay, promise, I was scared. You know, Florida Gators are crazy.
To be honest, that's why I'm like, I don't even know if I should be going to that game. So I didn't. I ended up
Right?
not going because I was like, no, no.
And then the most, as of recent, people have been putting my face and making little puns like Chris Pawn, Chris Dawn, and like my face was like literally like in the dawn, and then
my
like
gosh.
Chris Chungus, which is like the most recent one, and they put me on like the little bunny. Like it's been very memeified and it's really funny. I find it really cool, you know, like I don't take it as hate. I find it as like other students, you know, I'm like, I wouldn't say the face of USF. I wouldn't put myself as that. You know, I'm a student that goes here. I post a lot about my life here. Wouldn't give myself that title just yet. Hopefully soon. But, you know, you see those things and you want to kind of integrate it into your everyday life. And it's cool to see that. And like you make that little rendition. It's funny. It's a meme. Why not play along with it? You know, it's not hateful. It's more so funny.
And this does come with being an online personality for sure. Like you're going to deal with this. Obviously, again, I wouldn't say it's hateful at all. Like a lot of people are just making jokes about it. And that's why I appreciate that you're making videos about this. You're telling people like, keep them coming, keep making more. I want to see how, like what these are. So continue to make them. Continue to make these. I would love to see them. And so would Crishawn. Okay. So moving on. Now you talked about how obviously, most people know when on TikTok and even on these other social media platforms, from going viral, there's money that can be made from this. And you've also had a lot of different, you know, brand deals, partnerships, different things that I'm sure a lot of people have saw. So what does that process look like? Do people and companies reach out to you? Do you have like a mailing list of people that you're just blanket messaging out to all of them, hoping that they'll send stuff?
Yeah, so there's two ways that it can go. There's inbound and outbound. Right now, I just recently signed on with IGM Management, and they do inbound and receive outbound as well. So, you know, for me personally, most of my paid partnerships and brand deals have come from outbound. So it's been the company reaching out to me rather than, you know, my management reaching out to that company.
You have management?
I do. I just recently signed on to management. Yes.
Wow.
A month ago. Yes.
Wow.
And that's where a lot more money comes in because you can't really negotiate. You know, I am in finance, and that's like one of the reasons.
Well, and you're also a college student, so why would you be like able to just manage all of that by yourself?
It's a lot of time. There's a lot of emails back and forth, but now with management, they can really negotiate the deals, you know, even if they are sending out those emails. But for me, mostly currently, it's been more so the brands reaching out to me or even through like agencies, because there's multiple different ways that you could work with the company in that sense. Okay.
And like, what are some of the companies then that you've made deals with and partners with? Like, and is it a lot of like just local stuff? I think I've seen like you'll visit like a local donut shop or like the scooters one I saw too. Like,
So there's been the local, but also the big corporations, which is really, really cool. So just recently, I worked with DoorDash. I worked with IKEA to do a dorm refresh. I worked with Listerine. I worked with Scooter's Coffee over the summer. You know, there's brands like Tower 28, Kosas that will send me some makeup, and those aren't paid brand deals. But the DoorDash, IKEA, the Listerine, those were the paid brand deals. So
you're really paid for making those videos, and you also get free items from that as well.
Yes. Okay. Sometimes you're given free items, and other times it's more so of a concept rather than, you know, just getting the items to show off. So for Listerine, I got, you know, the little mouthwash packets, and, you know, I would use those. But for Panda Express, I got like a little tote bag, and it was more so of a concept rather than the products.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, is there a dream brand deal that you have? Is there one that you've been telling your management, please reach out to them? Or like, have you been messaging them?
Yes. So Tarte, if you're watching this, I would love to work with you. I really want to do, you know, a brand trip. I would love to go to a festival with a brand. That's kind of like where I want to see myself, you know, it's like brand trips, you know, and like festivals. Going with companies somewhere is so cool to me.
That's like the dream come true for doing that. So do you use Tarte products like on your own then all the time?
I am going to start.
Okay. So then let's talk specifically like from videos that are not brand deals. You make videos just from engagement and also for views on that. Like, what is that? Like, how much is that realistically?
A lot of people are shocked when I tell them this, but I don't make a dime from TikTok directly.
What?
I don't make a dime from TikTok directly.
How is that possible? I thought you would have signed up for like the creator fund. Yes.
So for me, the creator fund, I don't see a benefit in it. I'd rather work with brands personally. The creator fund, it could be good if you make videos, a minute or longer. But for me, my personal content is very snappy. It's very quick. It's very energetic. So I'm not making videos that are a minute long. I'm very like sporadic. I'm very to the point. And I'd rather just work with brands personally and make my money that way than trying to string out my videos to a minute long on TikTok.
I see. Okay.
So I don't make a dime from TikTok, but I have been cross-posting to YouTube, and I'm working on monetizing the YouTube currently.
Okay. And for YouTube, are you planning on making long-form content there, or would you more just post the shorts?
So I am like cross-posting my shorts currently, but whenever December break and stuff comes up like that, I want to go ahead and create longer form content because people have been begging for it. So I'm going to be starting some long form content here soon.
Nice. So can you give us a rough estimate amount then about how much money you do make? Like typically monthly or weekly? Like what is that?
On a good month, it's either 5 to 10K. So yes,
Are
monthly
you serious?
5 to 10K. Yes.
You make how much money?
5 to 10K monthly currently. Hoping to expand that in 2026 and especially here in the holiday season as well.
Oh my gosh. So you plan to make more than that?
Yes.
Did you get that on camera? Oh my gosh.
Goals.
Good for you. That's good.
Goals.
So are you
Consistency.
saving this up?
Oh my goodness. So
no.
Okay, it's actually, you're about to be very astonished. I don't talk about this at all on social media, but I pay for a little bit of my college. Me and my parents go hand in hand. So I don't see every single dime that I make. My mom taught me financial literacy from a very young age, and I may not be the best sometimes at it, but that is one thing that I always put my money towards is my education first. And then from there, I can play around. I can buy my fun outfits. I can buy my cute sneakers and go on my fun trips with my friends.
That's good. Thank you, Mom, for teaching him that. That's
Thank
good. Yeah, no, I would say for myself too, like financial literacy is definitely very important, especially when you're in college and you're on your own and no one's helping you. Save as much as you can.
I'm starting now. My dad's got my money in the stocks. Like we're really
in the stocks.
Yes, we're really putting our dividends everywhere. And I've been working since I was 14. So having that it's really good and it's been working for me.
Nice. So with the holiday season coming up, then you say that you'll probably be able to make more. Why is that? Do you have more brand deals lined up then specifically because of the holidays, or you just have certain content that you think would be geared towards that?
So brands, the holiday season is everything for them, especially with influencer marketing, on the rise as it is. Influencers are making so much money during the holiday season because that's when brands really want to sell everything and get it like off the shelves. Black Friday is coming up. It's a good time for brands. People are shopping. These are the times that people are shopping. So these are the times that you're going to be seeing more advertisements everywhere. So this is that time for them. And this is the time for influencers as well. Go ahead and start making that content, and then brands will see it. And it's just the time for it.
Are there any influencers that you look up to when it comes to their content? Is there anyone that you've kind of, obviously not copied, but geared the style of your content towards?
Yes. And this is a big one. Love Alex Earl. I don't know if you're familiar with Alex Earl.
Of course. If you're not, come on now.
Come on now. She's Dancing with the Stars. I love what she's doing. She's created college to be this fun, monetizable thing, which is so cool. She's a trailblazer. Love Monet. She's amazing. She really paved the way for girls of color, people of color to really, be in the beauty space. Love Glorilla, everything like that. Just amazing. I love the girls that are in the beauty space. I love looking at them. I don't have any specific creators that I really just watch on the daily, but I just love swiping through and seeing all the beauty content.
What can we expect coming up for you with regards to brand deals? Are you able to disclose that information on what's coming up?
So I do have some really big ones coming up. NDA wise, I can't disclose who or what, but just know that some beauty content is coming soon. It's going to be really cool. I think that these are brands that really align with, things that I agree with, my morals and values. So I'm super excited to be working with them soon.
What piece of advice would you give to someone who's, I guess, hoping to achieve what you've had, or is thinking about maybe starting some sort of content creator journey? And obviously the goal is to have brands and other partnerships as well, or just be monetized on these platforms.
Yes. Don't cut yourself short. Stay consistent. a lot of people stop before they've even started. They tell themselves, I can't do this, this wouldn't work for me. But you need to give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance, and whatever you do, that day one, don't compare it to someone else's day 1,000. Genuinely stay consistent. I've seen my views fluctuate from literally 1,000 to 10,000. And like, that's still even this day. You have to stay consistent, and that's going to be everything for you. You can't just expect one video to do it all. You got to keep going. You have to keep learning new things, be inspired, and stay going. If this is something that you really want to do, you have to stay consistent with it, and that's going to take you everywhere.
How have you seen yourself and your social media platforms grow? Is there things that you've learned and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I used to do that? Like, yes. Thank the Lord that I learned that now.
Yes. So actually, when I was starting last year, I feel like I was way louder. That's kind of like what my claim to fame was being really loud, that energy. And I feel like I've kind of calmed down. I feel like my platforms have grown with me. They've kind of like molded to be in the spot that I'm at. In high school, I was kind of just doing like my day to day, and like now I'm just doing things that are more fun. I feel like, I'm free, being like a college student, there's some things that you can do now, and it's really cool. So I feel like my content and my viewers have really grown up with me, and it's really cool because whenever I'm doing well, my platform is doing really well, So it's really cool to see that my platform can grow with me as I grow as a person.
How are you able to balance being what seems like a full-time content creator and being, you're a full-time student, right? Mm-hmm. How is that possible?
Yes. So for me, thank goodness that I'm not like in the tech space. I don't know how the tech space creators do it, because they have to sit down, they have to fully review, they have to go through this, that, and the fifth. But for me, being like a lifestyle creator, it's really cool because it's just my life. This is genuinely how I live. These are the things that I do. Like, I'm getting ready every single day. Like, why not film it? Like, I'm hanging out with my friends. Why not film it? This something really funny just happened. Why not recreate it and like laugh with my friends about it again? Like, why not just get those real raw moments? I think it's really cool that's just my life. It's just my life.
That is one thing I just love about social media, that you're able to just save these things forever pretty much. Imagine, 20, 30 years down the road, like you'll have an entire like archive of everything that you did pretty much every single day at
literally
like USF. Like that's insane.
It's really cool.
What are some of your plans after that you graduate? Do you plan on still kind of doing this full time? Is this something that we can expect from you indefinitely? Are you planning on going into the professional world since you're studying finance?
So you can plan to see content from me indefinitely. I'm always going to be recording. I'm always going to be filming. If I get views or not, it's for myself. It's my creative outlet. It's so much fun to do. And like, I'm here to get my degree, and I always say degree first. Do what I have to do. If TikTok works out fully, it works out. And if not, I have my degree to fall back on. So I'll be creating and making content every single day until then.
What kind of finance positions would you be looking at then? Are you even thinking about that yet? Would you have to start, looking for internships already? Is that what you're being taught?
Yes. So it's really cool because in today's age, people are always like making sure their resume is on 10. Everyone's already like trying to get their first internship. For me, I see myself wanting a position as like a financial kind of like accountant for bigger corporations. So I want to like do the budgets for bigger corporations. I want to allocate money for, different locations and different spaces and stuff like that. So budgeting is like a really cool thing for me. That's what my mom instilled in me. That's what I want to do with my future, is budget for big corporations and stuff like that. So I haven't really looked into internships and anything like that. I know that I want to study abroad next summer, but for me, I know that junior year is definitely going to be the time when I'm like making sure my resume is perfect.
I want to know more about like what your day-to-day life is. Obviously you have all these videos for that, but like what are things you like to do for fun? Like, and what is it like then always having to like record these things? Like, you pretty much always just have like your phone with you, like, oh, we're going out tonight, like let's capture this.
Yes. So sometimes my friends are like, oh my gosh, Crishawn, just put the camera down for just like 1 second. Like my friend was sick the other day, and I like pulled out the camera and I was like, hi guys, and she was like in the back, like literally like on her like deathbed, and she was like,
oh my gosh,
Crishawn.
Something's going around. Seriously.
Something is seriously going around. But for me, I enjoy going to the beach. That's like another reason that I moved to Florida. It's an hour away, super close. love going there. I love just chilling, hanging with my friends. I mean, since my life basically every day is a job, just to be able to like lounge around in my room and just like bed rot with my friends, watch TikTok, you know, like I'm doing the normal things, you know, going out, experience like that college freshman year. I'm doing those things that, you know, that everyone does in their freshman year. Just chill, hang out, go to the beach, maybe do a little bit of homework here and there, and just get my work done first, and then get to enjoy my time with my friends.
How do you see like yourself? So you talked a little bit about how you've seen yourself grow, and you gave some advice for people then. So with regards to where you plan on going next with your social media journey, what is something that you would maybe want to keep in mind with that? Maybe like a motto or something that's kind of like spearheading or guiding like where you plan to go with your social media journey.
It's always been about kindness and showing people that they can be themselves for me. So I always want to make sure that I'm still presenting myself in a way that's me, that's true, that's authentic. Wherever I go in my future, I always want to make sure that I'm staying level-headed and humble. This could all go away, you know, within a matter of seconds. Things change so quickly. So in my future, I just want to keep my kindness, my true authenticity, and just being my big personality that I am.
Well, thank you, Crishawn, so much for joining me and for sharing your story. I feel like I've learned a lot for my own social media journey. I mean, I need some work, but
oh, come on.
I don't know.
I'm here to give you some tips.
We'll see. Well, thank you. Well, you can find more about Crishawn and his all of his platforms just from searching his name, pretty much. Crishawn Willis is what you'd be having it under. And he's pretty much on every single platform. Or you can pretty much, just from scrolling long enough on TikTok, I think you can come across one of his videos. I think that's how I found you, actually.
No way.
No, and I have to say, you are very noticeable to run into on campus.
Yes.
I think it might have been like a month or two ago, I saw you for the first time on campus. And it was for a split second because I think I was in the financial aid office.
Yes.
And you went in there for a second. I just recognized your voice, obviously. And I was like, wait a second. Oh my gosh, no way. But yeah, that was just a little funny thing about that. So yeah, you can find him on pretty much any social media platform, or even just walking around USF. Like you said, you're always happy and willing to take photos and autographs. He takes autographs. My name is Ayla Yebba, and I'm also always looking for viral influencers at USF and even in the Tampa Bay area. So drop their name in the comments below. I can't believe I just said that. Oh my gosh. But thank you all so much for watching and for listening. Bye.
We love you.